In the beginning of the story, we see a jail in Siberia where many German soldiers were lined up. In fact, after the end of World War II, Russia had captured many German soldiers as prisoners and started making them work day and night in coal mines. Although the security of this jail was very weak, yet no one tried to escape from this jail because there was snow all around it. And this jail was 14,000 kilometers away from any human settlement. So even if a prisoner ran away from this jail, his death was certain in the freezing cold of Siberia. This jail was built in the middle of snow spreading thousands of kilometers around, so no prisoner could even think of running away from here. But there was a prisoner among these prisoners who had a very sharp mind, and he wanted to escape from this jail and go to his wife and daughter. The name of this prisoner was Clemens Forell, who had to serve a total of 25 years in this jail. And Clement did not want to spend half of his life in this jail. In any case, Clement wanted to escape from this jail. Fortunately, one day Clement got a chance to escape, and he ran away from this jail in a coal truck. Now when he saw the stars in the open sky outside the jail, he danced with joy. But this joy was temporary. After moving a little distance, the truck was stopped, and when Clement looked outside, a Russian soldier with a gun was standing in front of him. Unfortunately, Clement was caught here, and for the crime of escaping from the jail, he was locked in an open-air cell. It was very cold, and the night rain worsened Clement's condition. In that cell, Clement was kept not for a few hours but for 2 days. Now after 2 days, the next morning the jail warden came to him, and he was taken out of the cell, and no torture was done to him. He just said that your companions are impatiently waiting for you. Now when Clement met his companions, they were all waiting for him with sticks and rods. They were all very angry at Clement. Because of Clement's escape, they had been kept hungry for the last 2 days. And now Clement understood the warden's meaning when he said that your companions are waiting for you. Now as soon as he saw Clement, the rest of the prisoners attacked him and beat him badly. In this beating, Clement was so injured that he had to be admitted to the jail hospital. The doctor in this jail was also a German prisoner. As soon as Clement regained consciousness, he told the doctor that I want to escape from the jail again, and I need your help. Dr. Clement was surprised to see the courage that he was not ready to give up even after enduring so much. The doctor explained to him that it is impossible to escape from this jail alive, and even if you escape from here, you will die in the freezing cold outside. But the truth is that even if you do not escape from here, your death is certain. Because of the coal mines in which you work, there is a lot of carbon there, which goes into your body through the air and causes dangerous diseases like cancer. That's why the doctor told Clement that you should definitely try to escape from this jail for the last time. After that, the doctor took out all his warm clothes, shoes, and necessary things and gave them to Clement, and also told him that Russian soldiers hide their food near the railway lines. Along with this, he also gave a gun to Clement so that he could protect himself. In fact, the doctor had already collected all these things because he himself wanted to escape from this jail. But a week ago he found out that he was a cancer patient and he did not have more than a month. Now he gave a lunchbox to Clement and said that if you survive, then send this lunchbox to my family and tell them that I am no longer in this world. Here again, Clement escaped once more in the dark of the night, and this time he decided to walk instead of carrying goods. He kept walking all night and continued walking in the morning because he was afraid that the Russian soldiers would catch him. Now when the warden found out in the morning that Clement had escaped from the jail, he went straight to the doctor's room to interrogate him. But before he reached him, the doctor had ended his life because he knew that after hearing the news of Clement's escape, the warden would beat him very badly. After this, the warden sent many Russian soldiers in search of Clement and ordered them to catch him alive and bring him back. But even after searching for many days, they could not find any trace of Clement. Clement's luck was that his footprints were disappearing due to the start of snowfall, which was making it difficult to find him. Now everyone thought that Clement must have frozen to death in this cold, but the warden was not ready to believe this, because the warden knew that Clement was very strong and would not give up so easily, so he ordered the search to continue. On the other hand, we see Clement moving forward with full determination, crossing the snowstorm. 9 days after escaping from the jail, he suddenly heard the barking of dogs, and as soon as he turned back, he saw a sledge coming towards him. Before he could run, the sledge reached him, and he climbed on it and moved ahead. Then Clement's eyes opened, and he realized that he was just dreaming. Actually, Clement had been walking for the last 9 days, and now his food was finished. Due to hunger and fatigue, it was difficult for him to move forward. But despite this, Clement did not give up and kept walking. After a few days, his body also gave up, and he fainted from hunger. Now a few hours later, when he regained consciousness, he heard a strange sound around him. Then he saw a seal, and as soon as he saw it, his eyes lit up. He immediately pulled out his gun and tried to aim with all his strength. But due to fatigue and weakness, his aim was off, and the seal started running away. Clement, who had a small hope of survival after many days, could not let this hope go. Clement immediately ran after it. But while running, Clement fell into the water due to breaking ice, which injured his feet. But despite being injured, he continued following the seal. As soon as Clement was about to shoot, the seal hid behind a rock. Clement moved further and saw the seal again. Before going into the water, Clement fired his last bullet, and luckily he hit it. Seeing this, Clement was happy because now he did not have to worry about food during the journey. After a few days, Clement ate to his heart's content and continued his journey with some rest. Now on such a long journey, Clement was completely alone, and there was nothing but ice around him. In this environment, his mental condition could have worsened. That's why he used to talk to himself and motivate himself to move forward by saying positive things. With this, he always looked for his way through the terrain so that he did not get lost anywhere in this snowy valley. Days went by like this, and then months. After continuously walking for 2 months, Clement saw a small tree in this snowy field. Seeing this tree, Clement was so happy that it felt felt as if he had found a treasure, and he ran and hugged that tree. Actually, this tree was a sign that Clement had now crossed this snowy field after continuously walking for 2 months, and the jungle was about to start ahead. After walking a little further, it happened exactly as he had expected. Now the jungle was beginning from here. The area of snow was ending. He was very happy to be in the jungle. He gathered wood and lit a fire, and after many months, he slept peacefully for the first time. But no one knew if the next day would be peaceful for him or not. On the other hand, we see the warden who was still searching for Clement, and he ordered his search party to look for Clement within a radius of 500 kilometers. While Clement was moving ahead through the jungle, suddenly a snowstorm hit there. This storm was so strong that even the big trees started falling from the ground. As soon as Clement tried to move forward, a big tree fell directly on him. Clement was lucky that 2 men passed through here in the evening. They were searching for gold. They saw Clement and saved his life in time. After that, the 3 of them moved ahead together, and after many days of travel, they came out of the snowy field. On the way, they found a river. To cross it, they made a wooden boat. While crossing the river, they began talking to each other, and they started sharing childhood stories with each other. But in the meantime, the flow of the river became fast, and the boat began to lose control. In this way, the balance of one companion was lost, and he fell directly into the water. He did not know how to swim. He started drowning. Seeing this, Clement jumped into the water, and somehow brought that man to the shore and saved his life. On the other hand, the other companion left them to drown, and he moved ahead alone. His other companion was very greedy. He thought that both of them would have died, and out of greed, he kept his friend's gold with him. After a while, when Clement and the other man reached a tent, that man was very angry with his friend, and he shot him and killed him. After that, Clement and that man picked up the luggage and continued their journey. For many months, they kept walking with the hope that they would find some human population. But again, the winter season arrived, and the jungles on all sides were hidden under a white blanket of snow. The luggage that the other man had picked up was very heavy. That's why it was difficult for him to walk in the snow. Seeing this, Clement tried to lighten his burden, and said, "Give me your luggage for a while." But here that man suspected that maybe Clement also wanted to steal his gold. That's why he attacked Clement and pushed him down, which made Clement unconscious. After a while, Clement regained consciousness. Then he saw that a pack of wolves was coming towards him. To save his life, he started climbing a tree. But while climbing the tree, a wolf grabbed his leg. But the tree was weak, and the tree broke in the middle, causing Clement to fall down. Now Clement thought his death was certain. Then suddenly the sound of a gunshot was heard. Clement opened his eyes. Then he saw that some wolves had died, and those still alive had run away. In fact, the hunters of the area had come and saved his life. They took him to their village, where the villagers treated him. After years of hard work, Clement had finally reached a human population. He was very happy to see the people. He stayed in the village for many days, and the people took good care of him. One day a letter arrived at the village, which was none other than from the warden himself. It was written that a German soldier has escaped from our jail, and if anyone gives him shelter, they will be considered a traitor. Now Clement had to leave this village unwillingly, because if he did not leave, the warden would also punish the villagers. Before leaving, the villagers gave him food and a hunting dog. In this long journey, now Clement also had a companion, so now he was not feeling lonely. They both kept walking for many days. On the way, they saw a wood factory, and in search of dog food, they ran towards it. Now Clement went inside to get his dog. There, the workers recognized Clement and took him to the master. There Clement told his entire story to the master, which made everyone pity him. They fed him and put him on a train to Germany. Clement was happy that he would reach home soon, but he did not know that the master of the mill had informed the warden. Now the warden was waiting for him at the station with his soldiers. But before reaching the station, Clement saw the Russian soldiers from a distance, and as soon as he got a chance, he jumped out of the train and ran away. But unfortunately, the Russian soldiers saw him and began following him. Clement crossed the tracks quickly, but suddenly the warden appeared in front of him. Seeing this, Clement became nervous, because now he felt that all his years of hard work had been wasted. Now before the warden could arrest him, Clement's dog attacked the warden and bit him. And once again, Clement got a chance to escape, and he ran away with all his life. But then he heard the sound of bullets, and when he turned around and looked, he saw his dog lying dead. Seeing this, Clement was very sad. But despite this, he did not stop, and he kept moving forward with all his strength. After that, he climbed onto a bridge, and jumped onto a train passing below and escaped from there. And somehow, he managed to escape again from the hands of the warden. Now such days passed, and Clement slowly moved forward in this journey. Soon he noticed that the year 1952 had arrived, and now it had been 7 years since Clement had escaped from the jail. He was in Central Asia at that time, and he was wandering here and there in a village fair. In that fair, he saw different foods and drinks. He wanted to eat, but he did not have any money, so he kept a stone on his heart and moved ahead. Then he saw 2 girls who were selling pancakes at the fair. Clement wanted to eat the pancake, but he did not have a single pie in his pocket, so he felt sad and started walking ahead. But then one of them felt pity for him, and she broke a piece of the pancake and gave it to Clement. At first, Clement felt a little strange. Then he thanked the girls and ate the pancake. Now there was also a Jewish man in the fair who had seen all this. After that, Clement went to a church, and this man followed him to the church. Actually, this man had been a prisoner at some point, so he did not hand Clement over to the police, and tried to help him. After that, he took Clement to his house. There, Clement shaved after many years, and regained his old appearance. Then that man gave Clement a new passport, so that he could cross the Russian border and reach Germany. Clement was very grateful to that man. Before leaving, Clement thanked him. and left for the border between Russia and Germany. A few weeks later, Clement reached the Russian border and showed his passport to the Russian soldier present there. Here, Clement was afraid that the soldier would not recognize him or that his fake passport would be discovered. But fortunately, nothing like this happened, and the soldier allowed Clement to cross the border. Now seeing this, Clement was so happy that he could not stop laughing even if he wanted to. Now finally he reached that bridge. As soon as he crossed it, he would be in his country, Germany. But as soon as he reached halfway, a bright light fell on his eyes, and when he opened his eyes, he saw the warden in front of him. Now when Clement looked back, he was still on Russian soil, and it meant that the warden could still arrest him. Now Clement's heart sank here, because his years of hard work were now at risk of being wasted. But then something happened that even Clement himself did not expect. Here the warden stepped aside and gave him permission to go ahead. Now Clement did not believe it at first, but still he dared to move forward. Actually, the warden was very inspired by Clement's passion for survival and his bravery. That's why he did not arrest Clement and let him return to his country. And then the warden said to him, "This battle was between two soldiers, one me and one you, and you won this. Go live your life." Now finally Clement crossed that border and reached his country, Germany. After this, he reached near his home, where he saw his daughter and wife. Now after a while, both of them left the house to go to church, so Clement also followed them to church. However, Clement had not yet called his daughter, because he was hoping that one day his father would definitely come. When his daughter looked back, she recognized her father and ran and hugged him. Now after so many years, there was no limit to his wife's happiness. Finally, the three of them embraced each other. And with this, the film based on the true story ended here. I hope you enjoyed today's story. If you liked this video, then like it and subscribe to the channel.